So nothing's going to change.
Yeah, I believe it is exactly the same sections. And as we saw earlier on, it's actually very, very interesting to see the difference between the Elite 20 and Elite 26 in the difference in how they ride the sections, how the bikes fit on, the different approaches they have. It's the same obstacles, but can be ridden very, very differently. Sometimes you think, oh, that would be easier on a 26, and it's not. Or that might be easier on a 20-inch, and it's not. So we get to compare the two and see the score. So starting off today, qualifying in 6th place, we have Martí Vierda, and he is from Spain. Qualifying in 5th place, the man that is still there after all these years. He actually won the last time the World Championships was in Scotland up in Fort William in 2007. He was world champion, and he is from France, Mr. Vincent Hermance. Oliver Widman last year, number 3 in the World Championships in Abu Dhabi, back into the finals this year. And then we have Julian Sainz from Spain. Many titles, many times on the podium. And then we have Dani Barón from Spain as well. Last year's number 2. Last year was an incredibly close competition between himself and the leader from the semi-finals, Mr. Jack Carthy, world number 1. So if you actually look down the rankings there, we have world number 1, world number 2, world number 3, world number 4, world number 5, and world number 7.
Wow, this is going to be a tight race. And you can see also 3 Spaniards again, just like in the previous.
Yep, 3
only
Spanish.
1 Great British rider, a German and a Frenchman. So let's see.
Start of a joke. But this is no joke. This is the start of the World Championships. Jack dropping off the stage there. So you can see it.
Old as well as, I think, Dani Barón, so they're a similar age.
Yeah, both born in 2002. So really not that long ago.
No.
Look at them now. All right, here we go. Rolling in to the first gate. Very well. Look at that. Silky smooth, straight up through that first move. No problem. So that's 10 points straight onto the scoreboard. Going for this static move. This is interesting. I was wondering how these guys are going to approach it.
Oh, very close.
Yeah, so you can see those gates, they're on the front, and there's a tiny, tiny little edge on the left-hand side. So what he's trying to do is pull the bike, twist the bike slightly through, get the front wheel hooked there, switch into back wheel, and the observer says it's okay. He's within the lines. That must have been incredibly close. We saw Charlie in the 20-inch, fortunately take a 5 on that point. Straight through the next gate, no problem. That's 5. There's another, 2B. Up 4. There we go. Gate number 3. Staying on the back tyre.
He's going
to cross the rocks like that. Like that.
This one here is really difficult to see at this angle. It is like a knife edge rock, and if you go to the side, you'll just slip.
Yeah. You can see from the angle there. Look at this. Fantastic. Yeah, you can see he's got to get that now. That slope on the side, if he lands on that, that's going to be very difficult to hold. So yeah, you see the back tyre slide sideways on that. Just grip on the edge. So up to 30 points already for Marty. Here we go. So this is interesting. Going for the gap approach. I didn't even see this, but yeah, I thought we were going to go off the bottom. Like we saw the 20s do, but he's going for this big gap across. Doesn't quite make it. Got 20 seconds left. 30 points so far. He's going to have to get a move on. Try and get another 10 points before he runs out of time. And he makes it. That is gate number 4 done. That'll be 40 points.
I'm not sure if he's going to get the next one, but he's
got to do this and the next gate, I believe, to get the 50. So he might be out of time.
That'll be time.
That's time. Just a couple of seconds. Couple more seconds there and he would have been on 50. So 40 points for Marty in the first section. Epic.
It's always tough being the first rider, isn't it? Very tough.
Yeah, I think it is very tough being the first rider, but also, you know, what's he got to prove? You never know. Everyone else might go through on 20.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this gap. Not quite. Really nice approach.
Yeah, nearly got it. Interesting, because I really didn't even look at that when we walked the sections, but good thinking outside the box. Could have been a little bit more guaranteed for him, but he still did it the other way. And Vincent Hermance, 39 years young and still wearing these crazy shorts. He's well known for his interesting short.
I think they're his lucky shorts, aren't they?
Well, to be honest, he's in all the finals, so he's always wearing lucky shorts. He's doing very, very well. This guy is one of the best athletes there is in this sport, and he is still pushing, and it's incredible. Here we go. Check this out. Straight from the floor. So he's not going for the move that we saw Marty do. He's going straight from the floor, trying to hook that front wheel up through that notch. Now that is about 6 foot high, that rock. Long way. Oh, so close. You can see there's that little notch that he's trying to get his front tyre in. Putting a foot down there and just dropping down through. So he skipped the points for that gate. He won't get the points for 2. Swiftly through that one there. So 0 for gate 2. On to gate 3 here. To roll in and get this hook. Bit of a strange step in because he's got to bump his back wheel over there. Yeah, nice. Nicely done.
Dropping down there. A little bit different to Marty's approach.
Yeah. Here we go. Can he get this dragon's back of a rock in front of him? Half pedal hook. Oh, that was very nice. That was very nice. Bit of experience showing through there. Really smooth. Just 2 wheels perfectly positioned. Rolling straight through. Now he's going for a wrong side approach to this. So he's right foot forwards. Yeah. Well done, Vincent. That was really good. So 30 points. Just 10 points behind Marty. He's got 25 seconds to try and get these 2 gates to try and stay ahead of Marty on the scoreboard. 15 seconds. He's going to have to turn and go straight away. He will be aware of the time.
9 to go. Is he going to get?
Yes, there it is. He's going to get 40. He knows he can't do any better than that right now.
He's really good at preserving energy, Vincent. I think that might be down to his experience. I mean, he's probably been riding longer than some of these guys have been alive.
100% actually. I'd say, let's have a look here. Other than Jack, no, actually including Jack, he's actually been riding trials longer than everybody else in the finals has been alive.
That's quite scary.
In fact, I think he might have even won his first world title before some of these guys were born.
Wow.
That's a crazy fact for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shows how impressive he is as an athlete as well, maintaining his body for that long.
Now, Oliver Widman here for Germany, who has a slightly different technique on his 26. Often we might call it more of a 20-inch approach.
Yeah, a 20-inch style. So there is kind of preferred techniques for 20 and 26-inch, depending on the situation, the ground and the run-ups, etc. And Oliver does generally use much more of a 20-inch style, so it's a much faster, quicker pull movement. He lifts the front wheel at a slightly different time to, you can see just there, the way he kind of drops his weight and lifts it. It'll be quite different when you saw Vincent do it before. He kind of stays more level, the front wheel higher earlier. Very subtle difference, it is a difference. And again there, 20-inch technique into that hook.
And he took a tactical lifeline, or a dab as we like to call it there, because he obviously didn't feel comfortable going through that first gate, but he wanted to attack the rest of the gates. So
yeah, and you know, after seeing, very close.
Nice.
After seeing what happened with Charlie there, I can understand why he would opt for this. Now he is a left-footed rider. I think this gate is a little bit easier for a left. You can see he's got a bit more space there for the cranks.
Nice.
It was his first elite podium last year in Abu Dhabi for the World Championships, and I know he's eager to stay up on the podium and stay in that top 10 in the world ranking for sure. 30 points so far. Can he get 40? He's got the time. He's doing it really well on time, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, he's known to be
and he's over. Look at that.
Did he?
He just touched his pedal.
Yeah.
Didn't get the points for that. Can he get gate 6? He makes this.
It's just slit there.
30 points for Ollie, unfortunately. But just 10 points behind Vincent and Marty after the first section. And now we're into our top 3 from the qualification, from semi-finals. Have a look how Julian Sainz coming up next. He was runner-up in the World Championships in 2021, I believe. Vice World Champion. So let's see how he gets on. He starts the section, and I tell you what, he has been riding incredibly well.
Recently, a lot of the stuff that we've seen on his gram and that has been outrageous. So let's see if he can pull out these moves in competition environment as well.
That's interesting. He decided to try the head-on approach.
Yeah,
which is really difficult because what you're doing is pushing the front wheel into an upslope on the top of the rock. So there's nothing, it's actually pushing you back as opposed to trying to pull you forwards or anything. But it's a safer line in terms of pedalling forwards. So what he needs to do is land his back wheel right on the ridge on the corner of that rock and the front wheel in the little groove just to the right hand side. Here we go. Come on, Julian. Come on.
It's really tough, you can see now. So completely different approach.
And he's going for a foot down. He knows that he needs to just crack on, make a move. They've given him a 5 for the
Giving him
wheel.
5 that. I
Look at Jack there watching eagerly in the background. He's really paying attention to what everyone else does.
So just to give a little bit of context there, I think his front wheel didn't quite go through the gate, and that'll be why he was penalised and lost all 5.
So front and rear axle and the whole centre line of the bike has to go exactly through the imaginary vertical line above the gates. So left and right, you've got to go travel through that, essentially straight. It can be backwards, it can be sideways, but the whole bike, that whole line, the centre line, has to go through the gates. And unfortunately, as he put his foot down, lifted his bike, he was just slightly over that. So here we go, Danny Burton getting ready. Now, he was tied on points last year at the World Championships with Jack Carthy. Jack Carthy won on the countback, so it was incredibly tight. And I've never seen anybody as focused as this guy in this section. It's unreal. Here we go, check this out. Now, I spoke to him earlier. He said he was incredibly nervous, but he said he's going to go all in. And he said it's either going to be great or terrible.
All or nothing there for Danny Burton.
But interestingly, Danny and Jack are both left-footed as well. So they will have the same challenges on the course, our top 2 qualified riders. I will say that Julian only having 10 points on this could be quite good for them. But
struggling with this gate now, so he's taking a different approach.
Yeah, so he's coming in from the other side. Oh, he was so close.
He's really chewing away.
He's eating his time, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Eating his time. Nearly a minute and, yeah. Oh, here we go. Come on, Danny. Come on. Big effort. Oh, okay.
As we said earlier, he did say, I'm going hard or going home. He doesn't want to try and take these tactical dabs if he can.
Yeah, exactly. But in this case, you can't help but think probably should have.
I hope his bike's okay. He looks fine. He did take a real big hit on the on that carbon bike there, so be a little bit gutted, but this is just the start. As we've seen earlier on, there's a lot that can change. We could get some more rain too. The conditions could change, or some more failures. So
see his front wheel there in that replay, completely missed, and he's just jumped straight over. He is going to be very, very frustrated with that. Vincent and Marty have taken an early lead, but Jack still to start. Let's see, he is left-footed, but Jack is an absolute monster. I'm quite excited to see how he gets on. Look at that, smooth as silk, absolute butter there. Not going for the tactical dab, he's going to have a go at the run-up.
A bit more of a run-up than the others there, look.
Yeah. Come on, Jack, here we go.
Oh, that
very close.
Good first attempt, but I think now he's not going to try that again. He knows what he wants to do.
No, he's going to go for the other side. There's not enough there for the tyre to grip on the left-hand side of the rock, so using this approach.
Oh, this is tough. I mean, come on, Jack.
Here we go. Come on, Jack. Here we go.
It's third attempt now. Yeah. The crowd are going to get behind him.
Get moving. He's already used 45 seconds. Oh, he's so close.
This is so tight.
Yeah.
Come on, Jack. Oh. You're going to try and dab it now.
He's got 1 minute. He's touched his pedal there as well, so
I think he may as well use it. Yeah.
So now what he needs to do is pull his front wheel in.
They're calling it a 5, I think.
Oh, it's a 5. His front axle's gone out. That is very, very not a good start. But if there's one thing I've seen Jack do,
it's come back.
It is come back and destroy the rest of it. So let's see. Let's see what he can do after that. He's annoyed. He needs to just put that behind him.
Yeah, focus on the next
fighting.
Focus on the next section there, Jack.
So far, Vincent and Marty, first and second place. Ollie in third. Julian, Danny and Jack all on 10 points after the first section. You can see the annoyance on Jack's face there. But all to play for. There's 4 more sections. That's only 1 section. We've seen many times. So the last few World Cups, literally Jack has won by a country mile, let's be honest. So it's
going to be pretty tight this time around, isn't it?
Yeah, there's still a long, long way to go. He digs down deep and the others don't do so great. He's still got a very strong chance. And actually, he's only 30 points behind the leaders, just 3 gates.
Yeah, and that can really change it. Marty now starting section number 2. It has still rained a little bit more, so the conditions have worsened slightly, which means makes it that little bit more difficult for the riders. We're going to be very slippery, so you've got to be very careful.
Yeah, you've got to be absolutely perfect on these points. Yeah.
So that will be 20 points now.
Going for this big run up. We saw the 20 inches ride up this earlier. Quite a few people struggled on this one. See how Marty gets on. No dramas for Marty. So Marty's training ground at home in Spain, Catalonia, is well, it's incredible, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's you've seen it. It's everything is about an inch wide and about 6 foot high.
It's just insane to ride.
Yeah. And he said that's how he needs to train to be able to ride these things with confidence.
So straight into that tricky stump there, making that look reasonably easy.
Light work.
Yeah.
Light work. Very, very confident on that. I do think the 26-inch bikes probably fit a little bit better. Bigger wheels.
Slightly longer as well.
Yeah, so you can see the difference on the bikes.
Oh, he's fighting to keep it.
Nearly overbalancing. Front to back. I think there...
hold it on the back wheel and go for it now as we
look at this. Yeah, man, that is a big move. He's just rolled into it off of back-to-back 3-4 moves before, and he's just carried on the back wheel. The beast. So, 40 points so far in section 2. I'll tell you what, he's going to want to do well on this. 17 seconds left. He's got enough time for maybe one more. Oh, the pedal went down.
Yeah, he's lost the lifeline there. There's a dab, so won't get the 10 points for that, but he's going to go and aim to get 50 here. Still got 3 seconds. 2. Oh, so unfortunate. So that'll be 40 points for the first rider, Marty Varela, in section number 2. So pretty consistent so far. He's such a happy guy, isn't he?
I know, absolutely great. Like, what a character. That is exactly what we want to see.
He's just happy to be here.
He's like, whatever, that was good.
He was like, look, I fell back, it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Marty. What a guy. So let's have a little closer look at this. So he's battling there to hold the balance. Front, switching to back. Really nice work. You can see here, just not enough. The rear tyre slipped slightly, which meant he landed onto his bash. So he's took a penalty there. And then just not enough. Look, he's just battling with his knees, but
I'd just like to say as well, I was talking to a couple of people earlier on about the actual level of trials now, and you take probably the riders at, down in 20th place, and 10-15 years ago they would have been, the best in the world. And that's how much the level has really come on. The stuff we're riding now is, 10-15 years ago was more or less unfathomable, really.
Yeah, pretty extreme in terms of like how the bikes have progressed.
As the bikes have progressed, the training methods have progressed, the sports just all round progressed. It's really, really impressive. And Vincent here will probably remember those times.
Yeah, still going on now. So here he is. He's got the first 10 points.
Yeah. Oh, he just didn't do that gap there. That's interesting.
I think he changed his mind last minute.
He just lost his balance and slipped a little bit, but no worries. He's through that quickly. Only lost a few seconds. 20 points so far. Going for this run up. See how he gets on with this one. Right, big bit of power on the pedals.
So that's going to cost him there, but
he grabbed his back brake there, and that pulled the front wheel back off the top. So he needs to land on the top without the back brake. Oh, he tried at me there. I would have put the front wheel in there as well.
Yeah, right, he's getting third.
I remember when we were in a competition once and he went, you can't tap that, Andrei, on the move just like this. And I went, watch me, and sailed up it. Like, it's the only move I got, mate.
He's fallen back into...
That is a shame. That is a crying shame. 20 points. So far, Marty Vieira is going to be top of the leaderboard. Yeah. That's a shame because that's points could have made up, but not biased just because we are from the UK, but that could be good for Jack.
Yeah, and Oliver too, actually. You know, he's racked up a few more than Jack, so that just gives the other riders a bit of a chance here. This guy's already won a few.
It's interesting that he, 3 times world champion already.
Yeah.
He's got 3 rainbow jerseys. How many more do you want?
Look at that. He knew he just came in a bit fast there and lost it, so he'll be frustrated.
All right, here we go. Oliver Widman. Call him Mr. Smooth.
Yep. Multiple disciplines.
Yep. I don't think it's all just about his riding.
Let's see. I
think it's his legs as well.
Look at this.
All right, here we go. On the back wheel. Yeah, up to 2 wheels. Nice and smooth. Down to the floor, straight in. Look at that, rolling straight in. Next gate, dropping down to the left-hand side and deciding instead of staying on there. That was a premeditated decision to drop down to the floor.
He's going to get this now.
Look at Jack in the background.
Yeah.
Eagerly watching on, trying to know exactly what he needs to do. He's looking at every single movement. They're all going to be analysing each other. Right, here we go.
Really focused here.
Really focused. Come on, Ollie. Oh, very close. That's interesting. So he didn't go for the second kind of stab on the pedals to get the front wheel over. This might be harder on a 26, you know.
I wonder if the more rain is actually
made it Marty fly up it.
Oh, that's true. He did first time.
Yeah. So this is interesting because I think Oliver's between a couple of different techniques there. He's kind of... So we saw Marty kind of land on it 2 wheels and kick again and chuck the front wheel over. I personally go for tap the bottom and try and roll straight to the top. There we go, just like that. Yes. He's gone for that roll straight up, but it has cost him quite a lot in time. So that has cost him a lot in time. He's got 30 seconds. And actually, can he get up to 40? Let's see. I think now, this is ABCD, I believe, for 40, isn't it?
Yeah.
So front to back, down to the floor, up again. Try and keep that power. He hasn't got long to get his strength back. Oh, yes! Yes! Oh, 10 seconds.
Can you get that one?
Wow.
There we go.
Got through. There it is, 40 points. Well done, Ollie. This is a fight, man. This is a good fight from Ollie. 40 points. That's fantastic.
Well done, Oliver. Well done, mate.
He'll jump up into second at the moment. He's 10 points behind Marty.
Will we
and
see
10 points ahead of Vincent.
Will we see anyone get through this course?
I think we might, as long as he can keep his head together. But let's see. I think Julian, Danny and Jack all have very, very good chances of actually clearing this entire section.
Wow, really close on the front wheel there for Oliver. Really using his body movement there.
I'll tell you what, he did very, very well there. I know that's not his speciality, that kind of move, so he should be very, very happy with that. All right, next up we have Julian Sainz from Spain, riding here from Spain. So, on the back wheel, just staying on the back wheel all the way through. Love a bit of back wheel action. Trying not to overbalance the right hand side. That would fail.
Up to back as well.
Yeah. No messing around. Check out this guy's Instagram to see some absolutely ginormous gaps he's been doing recently. He's been out having fun on the bike, doing some huge moves.
Is he going to do the gap?
Yeah, he should gap straight across, line up on the back wheel.
Yep.
No worries.
Actually done there. He does love a big gap, Julian. Now, a few of the riders have struggled on here, apart from Marty getting it first time. How will Julian attack this?
Yeah, let's see. So he's starting 1.5. Oh, this is interesting. I actually thought he was going to go sailing up that, so this is interesting. This is pedal strokes here, half. and then he lands in a half as well. Oh, I thought that was it. No, you see, he's doing the same mistake, holding the back brake. If you hold the back brake, it unweights the front tyre and lets it pivot back, because they're actually fairly grippy, those beams. So if he just holds the front brake on, lets the back brake off, the front wheel will actually hold onto it. So there, you see now, you can see the back wheel moving.
Yeah.
He's got the back brake off, front brake on. And the problem is that automatically as a trials rider, you grab the back brake for safety.
It's just like an automatic reaction.
Yeah, yeah, I'm terrible for doing it on those kind of moves. There we go. Pulling back on that front tyre. 30 points so far. He's really got to get 15 seconds. So let's see, can he do it? I think he might. Look at this. No messing around. Front to back, straight through. He can get 40. And that's his time at the bar. 40 points, so he's up to a total of 50. So actually, this is all very, very close now.
See it now.
60, 70, 80.
Let's see if Jack can redeem
Danny and Jack to go through. So if Jack got 60 on this, he'd jump up to second place.
I think, and he's going to be well driven for this. And I know when something goes wrong for Jack, it really pushes him. So he's going to hit this very hard.
If Danny or Jack get a 60 on this, they'll suddenly jump up into second place, and they'll be back putting pressure on Marty Vieda for the title. There we go. Looking pretty focused there. His sister Vera finishing second in the women elite category. What can he do? On the back wheel, up to back tyre. Now he's got to move pretty swiftly. Drop down, nice and smooth. Up to the back tyre. Gap across. Stay nice and calm, nice and steady. So, taking plenty of run up here, a little bit further back.
Look at that focus as well.
Yeah, he knows he can do it. He's got a lot of power. He's a very powerful rider. Yes. Right. Getting that first time is very key, I think. Up to the back wheel. Nice and controlled. Round to this this hook. What did you call it earlier on?
The stump. The stump of stumps.
Stump of stumps. Here we go.
Catching people out, but I think on the
section.
Yeah. He's, as you said, the 26 is a little bit more suited to them.
But look at the time. So he's got a minute left. He's doing really, really well on time. On the back wheel. At this point, Julian was on about 12 seconds. So, oh, Danny! To go wrong on a move like that is a real shocker. So this has opened it up.
That should have been simple for Danny. I know he's going to be frustrated with that. That shouldn't have been something he would usually fall on there.
That is absolutely shocking that he's gone there. We're seeing this replay. What happened? Did his back tyre slipped? No, he just went wrong.
The swap just wasn't quite there.
I think he grabbed too much front brake, maybe.
It's a mixture almost of a Frenchie and a knot.
He was trying to pin it to the front wheel, which is where you just stay on the front tyre for a second and then change to the back wheel. And a Frenchie, which is basically where you just glance the front wheel off the surface and go straight directly to the back. So Jack knows now he needs to 60 this to keep himself in the game. That's what he wants to do. Oh, they're saying he started before they said he could start. A little bit of confusion, but that's all right.
Just make sure that, keep it cool. Yeah, you're good, Jack. The observers just need to communicate there. I think we got a bit excited.
Yeah, let's see if he can keep himself together for this.
Just checking, can he go?
And Jack is one of the few people who make a full-time living out of riding. Well, not doing shows. I make a full-time living out of riding from doing shows, but Jack actually just lives off of sponsorship from the likes of Madison and Kruker's bikes, the World Championship winning bikes he is currently riding. So shout out to those guys for supporting him. He doesn't really have any backing from the National Federation.
He should get this one first time, hopefully, Jack.
Yeah, Jack is good at this. It is a long way. It's a long way out. He shouldn't really be taking it easy. Take it very seriously. There he is. There we go. Lovely little kick. Yeah. Here we go. Looping round for the, was it Stumper?
Stumps. It's been stumping along.
Minute 5 seconds. He's on about the same time as Danny Burton was on when he was here. Well, Jack really needs to try and get 60 points on this section.
He's really focused now.
Equally, you can't really rush when it's this wet. Like, all of these barrels. Yeah, so that's the Frenchy technique we were talking about. Yeah. That's the point where Danny just went slightly wrong. Check this out. Jack making light work of that. Front to back, turns, drops down. 35 seconds to get the last 2 gates. Got to keep moving. Now, the thing is, it looks like Jack's moving a little bit slower than his normal pace. But it's actually because a lot of these moves are quite static. We've seen a lot of rolling moves in competitions recently.
This is big. We saw Charlie.
Yeah.
This is huge. Well done, Jack.
Yeah.
So 13 seconds to get through 2 more. Come on, Jack, you can do this. 9, 7, 6, 5, 4. No, he's just missed it, I think.
Did he miss it? Did he get it?
Yeah, I think he missed it, actually.
They're nodding. He looks happy, so I'm guessing it's a 60.
He did.
Did he get 60? I think he did.
I think he did.
Fresh off screen, please. Where is it? Jack Carthy, they gave him 50.
They gave him 50 there.
No, they gave him 60.
Yes!
60.
Okay, Jack's back in 60 points, so he's back in the running.
Also, he's the only person with a 60 so far. So that can make a difference.
Yeah, happy with that now.
That may change things. There we go, he's back in the game. He managed to pull his head back into the game, be like, it's okay, it was only one section, forget about it.
Sometimes he needs that pressure, I think. Look at this.
Yeah.
So close to...
You can see the tyre squidging on that edge, fighting for grip there.
And here, just getting through just in time, front to back, switching through.
He looks a little bit stressed. You know, in his riding, we don't see him stressed. I mean, I went round with him. I was his minder in the World Cup in France 2 weeks ago, and he was nothing but solid and very.
There we go.
Strong-minded.
So pulled it back there. Look at Jack. Pulled it back. 10 points in the first one, 60 there. And some consistency from Marty, and the other riders there pulling out a few different scores. So let's see. 3 more sections to go.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. So
they don't want the guys to get punctures. So you can see here what a method.
I mean, they don't really need to do that particular bit. They need to do the sides. But let's hope they are doing the right place, because it is a shame for everybody to go out just because they're getting punctures. I think they were hoping people were going to gap, but probably because it's wet, it's a big gap.
Yeah.
And in the wet, you can't blame them for being a little bit hesitant to throw yourself across what is technically a record-breaking gap.
Marty was just going through the course in his head there, as you could see, just before shooting off to begin the course.
Yeah, a lot of visualisation. Made very light work of that first gate, just flying across there. There we go, working his way up to this 5 block. Back wheel, he's going to push the front tyre in, whip screw to 2 wheels, onto the back tyre, and just drop straight down.
There we go, caught a lot of the 20 inches out.
Yeah, and he's going to go for the right-hand side. Now, I'd say this particular move is probably, personally, I think it's a bit harder on a 26. Ooh. He did well to hold that on the jump back, because with those little knobbles on the floor there, or back on those blocks, it'd be very easy to lose your balance and lose your composure there. And look at that, still incredibly sharp. Hopefully it's enough. Here we go. Wow.
Just saving.
Wow, how did he stay in that tape? Not hit his handlebars, his back tyre just sliding back. My God, that was very, very close. Here we go, up the kicker. Oh, I thought he was a bit too far back there, but managed to hold it. Staying on the back wheel, down to the floor. And now this very short run up, I think.
So with a bigger bike, it's an even shorter run-up.
Yeah. Interestingly, he hasn't. I don't think he's in position now. He's going to get in position next. Yeah. Can get there. Drop the back wheel close to that post.
Oh no, that's unfortunate.
That is a
Marty.
5. They've given him a 5. That is a shame. 20 points there for Marty. All right, now we might start to see a bit of a difference. The sections are proving pretty difficult so far. So he's still in the lead at the moment. Next up, Vincent will be out next. Let's see what Vincent can do.
Yeah, look at that tyre.
Look at it. So it's a little bit, just because it's still a very sharp edge, but now it's not really like a razor blade. Oh. Hopefully that's enough to stop these guys getting punches on the way through. Very close to that, but it is a very, very short run up, so trying to keep your shoulders forward and momentum on that is very difficult.
Vincent earlier didn't get the result he wanted in section 2, so let's see how well he does here in section 3. Currently on 60 points.
Yeah, so here we go. Sailing through the first part. 10 points, no problem. Up on the back wheel, going to dive the front tyre in. Little wrong side action, but Vincent's very, very good. Again, that's why he's been such a successful rider for so long, because he's pretty even at every single move. He's sort of top level, every different sort of movement. Oh, he's thinking about it. He looked at it. He looked at it. He wanted it.
I genuinely thought he was going to go for it, but yeah, he's going to stick with the hook option here. A little bit more of a safer choice.
Ooh,
okay. Bit of a tactical there, so that might be a couple of, 1 or 2 penalties there.
Do you know what? It's actually pretty scary. Imagine being in that position, 1 foot down, 1 foot on the pedal, and you've got to get back onto the bike, put your foot on the pedal, before you lose your balance and fall off. Pretty scary. Up the ramp, no dramas.
Yeah, easy for Vincent. Plenty of speed there.
Piece of cake. Quite surprised that's the only kicker in this competition, actually.
Yeah, and this one here again, really, really tight as we saw. Marty didn't get up this, so let's see if Vince can get a little bit more push in the shoulders, because that's what he was missing.
Yeah, here we go. Come on, Vince. Yeah, so it's a very, very short run. He's going to go for this gap. Now I was looking at this, I thought, the gap to front wheel from here.
Massive, though.
It is a big gap, but I think he can do it. I really do. Because he is a bit of a beast. Come on. Come on, Vince.
I didn't want to put him down there, but that looked a little bit out of reach.
9 seconds left. 9 seconds. I think he's going to finish on 10 points.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
Has he got the points? He got the points. 20. All of that fight for 20 points. These sections are proving very hard for the 26.
Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting competition. Not what we expected. Look at that.
Yeah, so far the scores are somewhat lower than the 20-inch category.
Look at those faces he's pulling just to get the bike up there. Look. Oh.
The famous Vincent tongue out action.
Yeah.
Well known for that.
Right, Oliver Widman now.
Here we go, Ollie. Come on.
Let's see his approach now. It's
light work of the first hook.
Good pace here, really good pace, flowing through. Really want to see what he's going to do to attack these huge round cylinders here.
Here we go. I don't think he's going to go for the gap. He'll definitely drop down.
No, will he play it safe with a tactical lifeline there, or a dab, or will he go for the hook? I think he's going to go for it. Yes, he is.
He's going for it.
Here we go. Will he swap? Look at that edge as well, because it's slippery.
He's done it.
Well done,
well done, Ollie. 20 points so far. Now, if he gets this next gate, which I'm pretty sure he will, he should stay ahead of Vincent.
Lovely pace up that ramp there. Now, Oliver's quite good with the short run-ups. Very good with the short run-ups. Very good. So I'm believing him here. Let's have a look. Oh, wants to give it another go. So what's he gonna? I think he might.
He's thinking about doing the gap from here, but
okay. So what?
He's
do?
going for the ball hut idea. There it is. Oliver Widman in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, Mr. Smooth.
That was smooth as silk. I'll give him that one.
Oh wow,
that was really good. He will have enjoyed that a lot.
That's going to put him ahead now, and now he's going to have to.
He's got to go to back wheel, turn around, get this gap back across. 8, 7, 6.
Come on, can he get it?
4.
I think he did.
He's got to go through that next gate on the floor there.
Oh, did they give it to him?
I don't know.
He got it?
I don't know. 40. They're saying yes. Oh, there's a bit of a discussion. He's saying yes. He's saying
I think
no.
it's 50.
Yes.
We have to wait till what pops up onto our screen here for us.
Oliver Widman goes in with 40 points.
Okay.
They didn't give him the points for that gate.
That's second off, isn't he?
It definitely 40. It is 40.
Yeah, I'll just refresh this.
Yeah, look at that. I'll tell you what, the commitment to the back wheel on that corner, the slope on that, you have to really keep your weight pushed into that edge to create that kind of traction on the back tyre to get that gap across. And that was a pretty horrible line there.
Yeah, and I mean...
He's like, no, it was good, it was good. Nah.
It's okay.
It was close. Yeah. That was a shame, but what a great ride by Ollie there. Right, Julian saying, do you know what? I actually think Julian might go for that line as well. Off that 45-degree slope, I would not be surprised. Here we go. Straight up that hook. Like a 5-foot hook and everything. He loves flying up.
We'd often call that kind of move where you take off a slant quite a dirty move, wouldn't we? It's a bit disgusting.
Filthy.
And do you know what? Julian loves that kind of move, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's very, very good at those kind of edges. It will be interesting. He's doing it. So Julian is going to go for the gap. I think he's lining up for it. If anybody can do it,
come on, get the crowd going. He knows.
This guy,
this is what people want to see.
Really can gap. Look at this. So, to back wheel, get in, lined up. Yes! Oh no, he's off, and that'll be maybe 5 points if his front tyre went over.
I think because his rear didn't. I think he got.
No, he didn't. He's gone round.
He's gone round to do the hook there. It was really hard to see from our angle.
He's going to try and side off it. Oh, he's side offing it to foot. Okay.
That's still pretty tough.
Yeah, that's pretty horrible.
Do you know what though? Absolute respect for Ian, because I'm pretty sure the course designers, that's what they wanted to see, and he gave it to them.
So I chatted to Jack earlier, and he said, "Do you think the gap's possible?" I mean, I know the distance is possible, definitely possible for Julian and for Jack, but it's whether you can do it in a section in the rain. Oh, that's interesting. Decided not to go for it. I thought he was going to just go straight for it.
Oh, his wheels, his twist. Sorry,
he's going down all over the place.
The handlebar's twisted there a little bit.
Yeah, 10 points, 15 seconds left. That should be 20. Up to 20 points. Don't know. Oh, no. Down to the floor. You see when he jumps down there? Even the smaller one there is about 7 feet high.
He was pretty rushed there, wasn't he? Feeling the pressure of the time, but
20 points for Julian. So Ollie's doing really well in this section. 40 points. Yeah, so Julian down there on 20 points. Oh, and they did give
we've just
Ollie.
We've just had an update here. Actually, Oliver was given the 50 points in section number 3. They
originally put it up as 40, and then there was a bit of a decision made. Looks like he got 50. So
yeah, it may have been a VAR moment there, checking over the.
Yeah, and this could come back to be important, because trying to get if you are on the same points as someone else, it's going to be high scores. If you're on exactly the same scores, we'll go back to count back from the semi-finals. So here we go. On the back tyre. Not even 10 seconds and he's already flown through the first gate. Lining up, he won't be hanging around.
Quite speedy now. Very speedy, in fact.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Danny's going to do on this one. It looks like he's going down. I did speak to him as well earlier on, and he said, like, no, I'm going to Just going to drop down here. Didn't fancy the gap. On the edge of possible.
I know he also likes short run-up, so I'll be interested to see if he goes for the shorter run-up in the next gate here, but let's find out. He's got to get through this one first.
Yeah, there's actually a hole in the middle of this circle.
Yeah, you may just see on this angle there, look.
Yeah, nice one, the cameraman's showing you. Yeah, that is a hole all the way through. So you've got to be right.
Oh,
no! Big slip.
Do you know what? Danny is taking a beating today, isn't he?
He is. I think he's okay, but he's just a bit disappointed in himself. That will be...
Do you know what? Absolute respect for Danny again. He is really pushing today. You know, he could have took the tactical. He could have put his foot down, but he's just thinking, no. Look, lovely wave to the crowd there.
It's interesting looking back at the scores between 20 and 26. The 20-inch are actually pretty dominant on this course. It's really quite impressive.
Yeah, and look, you could just see his wheel slipped.
Yeah.
Oh.
And this is why there's different categories between 20 and 26, because there is such a big difference from one course to the next on the moves for 20 and 26-inch wheels. So one course might be great for 20s, one course might be great for 26. Here we go, Jack Carthy. Can he get a 60 on this? What's he going to get? How's he going to do? Rolling in, look at that. Now he's got the fire up to back wheel. He really wants to win his 6th Elite World title. More 26-inch Elite titles than anyone else if he wins here today. On the back wheel, diving through, like absolutely flying through. 15 seconds, and he's up there.
Yeah, no, taking a little...
He's looking at the gap. He's looking at the gap. Come on, Jack. He knows he can do it. Yeah. I'm surprised he's very good at vertical hooks.
Come on, Jack, come on. Oh, I think he's going to drop back down now. He's lost it there again, so probably going to play it a bit safer now. Is he going to go for it?
No, he's dropping down. He's dropping down. This is sensible. I'm not going to lie. I think this is sensible.
Yeah.
He's eating a lot of time. Actually putting his foot down. Can you believe it? Okay.
Yeah, it's a very rare sight to see.
Very right
to take those tacticals there, but big run up for the ramp here.
Yeah, here we go. Come on.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, so he's got a minute left. He needs to get as many points as he can.
Now he's going to try this run up here.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's very good at hooks. So let's see if we can get this. He is the world record holder in the hook up.
Look at that. Well done.
There we go. No dramas on the back wheel. He just needs to stay steady. That's 30 points. 20 points behind Oliver Widman.
Now, what? This is a new approach here. That's massive up.
So this was actually...
Look at that.
Look at that. He sailed up it. So we had that in the semi-finals. That was the 5th gate. And he's gone for that big line. That is not easy. 18 seconds. Still down. Oh,
come on. Still got time. There we go. There's 40 points for Jack, but...
Come on, Jack.
I think he's
out of time.
Yeah, he knows.
No, he's out of time. That's all right. 40 points. He's 10 points behind Oliver Widman. Oliver Widman is pushing Jack Carthy. Wow. But we're only 3 sections in.
It's okay, there's still time.
My heart can't take it, mate.
No, I know.
Cannot take it. I mean, the highs and lows, I don't even know what to say.
There we are. There's Minder Ross and team manager Robin.
Absolutely amazing. Here we go. Look at that. You see he keeps his front foot really high as he hits that edge.
Yeah, that was really interesting.
Yeah, so he's just got... And that, he goes to back wheel. He kind of loops it too much. Just a little bit of gas.
Like a motor trial,
just like a moto trial.
It is.
And he just pushed on the pedal slightly. I saw a lot of people try that in semi-finals, and I don't think I saw anybody make it. So that's pretty crazy.
So the scores as they stand so far...
So Jack has gone from right down with just 10 points in the first section to suddenly in second place after 3 sections. 2 sections to go, all to play for. Very tight top 3. Oliver Widman, Jack Carthy, Marty Vierda, just 20 points separating them.
There he is, Marty again, going through the course in his head. And here he is, just those last minutes, because like he said, they're not given any direction, they've got to remember it. So look at the crowds there, really enjoying today's competition. And he's picturing it in his head. Tell us you're a trials rider without telling us you're a trials rider. Some miming going on, that's usually what we see. So as we hear Marty starting section number 4, which is our leafless forest. So no problem through the first gate here. Flying through that second one there, so that's going to give him 10 points with 15 seconds gone. Nice switch. Again, he's probably going to go front to back up here. No, straight to back wheel. And now he's got a... Now this one here we saw earlier, he's right-footed, so it's a little bit more difficult. He hasn't got much space, as much space as a left-footer would. But let's see how he attacks it. Here we go. Yeah, so he's going to... Not a great start on the landing on the rock there. So I think the crowd is going to give him... The crowd's going to get behind him now. Let's see. Come on, Marty. Yeah, the crowd really cheering him on now. Some great encouragement happening. Oh, big swap just holds it, yes. What a save as well. That chicken wire doing its job there from the course builders from this wet weather. Now, no messing about. Straight up through, trying to save time. And now he's going to drop into this thin beam. Very well done, Marty, mate. He's still 35 seconds to go. And 40 points.
Doing so well on this section so far. 40 points. This is a very difficult hook. Let's see what he's got. Oh, he's gone for that front wheel. He's put a foot down. So the problem is now is he actually needs to get through this gate still. He can't get any points for it.
No.
His foot down. So, oh, yeah.
Marty, well done. That was fantastic.
Style points, but no real points. Okay. And that's time at the bar. Unfortunately, it's over.
What a great first.
That was impressive.
Yeah, first rider to get through section number 4, setting the bar there at 40 points. And that'll put Marty now at 140 points. Obviously standing in the lead right now, but he's the only person who's gone in this section so far.
Look at that. Amazing technique. Oh, so good.
Just bringing that back wheel up into the centre there to get over. Yeah, look at that. It's just so smooth as well. You can see putting all that weight forward. A couple of front hops just to the back.
I cannot describe to people watching at home how difficult that kind of move is. Just trying to keep all of your weight forwards straight up to the front wheel. Here he goes. Vincent starting section 4. Let's see what he can do. Can he bring it back? He needs to try and gain some points back here. Smoothly through the first gate.
Skipping over that.
The rain has come back to haunt us. Oh! Wow, he really went a bit too quickly on that one. Just slipped out his tyres on that. Put a foot down, so he can't get the points.
So this one, right? Yeah.
Or that one.
Yeah. So that's why he's going to use another dab.
Yeah, might as well put a foot down. Just do this. Up to back wheel. Drop down through this. I believe that's the next point.
Now another right-footed rider, as we saw, is a little bit trickier for these guys. So
now I wondered if he was going to go static.
He loves a good side up.
He's very, very good at wrong way side ups. Very, very good. So let's see what he's got. Look at this. Mitt to the front wheel. Wow.
Very nicely done.
Incredible bit of power there.
He's making up time now. So a minute to go. Halfway through. It's reasonably good place to be right now.
Yeah,
so,
doing really, really well. Shame about that little slip on the set.
Whoa! A bit too...
Dive your weight forwards a little bit early on that pedal up there, Vincent.
He's going to want to roll the front wheel through, I think.
Yeah, that's not what he wants to do. What he wants to do is try and get the front wheel just up over the red there. That's it. Very nice. Reason why he did that is because he's just dived the weight over the front end to shift the bike up onto the obstacle a little bit too early. It's at 29 seconds. Can he make it a 40? Try and keep up with Marty's score. He's going to have to try and get this first try. Be very interesting to see what he does here. Oh, not quite. Looks like no finish. Well, he's on 30.
So that's...
He's got 8 seconds.
Yeah.
He knows there's not enough time to get through the last one. That's 30 points for Vincent. And that will put Vincent 110 points.
Jack is already
I think he's losing his chance of being on the podium for a second time in Scotland. 14 years later?
Probably more than
16 years later. It's my second World Championship, that was.
I started riding in 2007 and now I'm commentating for this guy. That's unbelievable.
I was 9th in the world in 2007.
Oh wow, yeah,
pretty scary.
Yeah, that is. But look at it here. Just unfortunate. He would have got a 5 anyway, and he sort of carried on. The wheel looked like it was going to go out the rope.
That is such a difficult move, especially for a right-footed rider, but a difficult move either way.
Oliver's focused now. He knows he's in a really, really good chance now.
He's in a great position.
Yeah.
Blooming brilliant position.
Yeah, really.
I've spent a lot of time training with Ollie. He's on the Life Cycle Trials team, working with Carol Serwin for his physical preparation. Quite a bit of gym work, working on really explosive power, and Ollie has a very strong mindset for this kind of event. Really got what it takes. He's back up into first place on the board so far.
Wonder how he's going to be probably a nice swap front to back here for Oliver, jumping on the rock.
And he's a left-footed rider as well, so you know, this could be good for him.
Whoa, lovely! That's probably harder.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
That was really
he did really well there. All right, so taking a slightly different angle, slightly more on the downslope. He would have done this in semi-finals. This was the same line as we did in semi-finals.
Oh, tough one.
Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of us went from this side of the rock where he is now, just to his right-hand side, and it's a bit straighter. Nonetheless,
managed to
making
get it.
That work. Very nice. Up on the back wheel. This is incredible. Incredible riding. 40 seconds left. He's on 40 points so far. 20 points clear. He wants to keep going. He really needs to get this. Can he get this? Is he going to go for the front wheel switch? I think he probably will. Going to give it his all. Come on, Ollie. Straight to back. Oh, that's a 5.
If they give...
Yeah, he knocked. Oh, no.
They both have to make the decision.
Wow.
So they've carried on. Yeah, I'm pretty...
Oh, he got 50 points. Oh, my Lord. That is fantastic riding from Ollie. This is like the ride of his life. This is so good. 3rd place last year in the World Championships. He needs to keep his head on. Doing really well. Coach Carol Sowen being in the background there, going absolutely mental.
He's going to be really proud of his rider, working really hard and training with him.
See there, so his... Yeah, I mean, from where we are, but look, you can see the observer, there's kind of like 5, no, it's okay, but the thing is, it's the rear axle, not the tyre, so from here you can't see, but if you were around to the side, you could see whether his rear axle actually went through it or not.
Yeah, I think that's what it would have been. Maybe the tyre was just out, but there's already, the axle, as you said, had already gone through, so...
Yeah, exactly. Very difficult. They won't look at playbacks on videos because it doesn't show the real angle of it all the time. So here we go. Julian. Straight in. Let's see. Making light work of the first gate. Julian, he needs to really push and battle hard here. Oh, up to 2 wheels. Oh, Julian.
Very surprising. Very surprising there.
Very surprising. Don't know what's happening here. I actually thought he would have sailed through that one. Yeah. He's lost his head a little bit. Going for the static approach as well. As we've seen, this guy has some serious power, so will be able to make this move, I think. So, big. Lovely. It's unbelievable how him and Vincent made that move look so easy, actually.
And then with their strong foot forward going to the right, it's way more difficult. With just there's not enough, really, much room.
Exactly.
So focusing now for the next gate. He's got to move forward. Not quite as much.
Oh wow,
time.
He got a lot of height on that though. Like really flew up that. That was impressive. Down to the floor, round for this difficult hook move. 42 seconds left, so he is moving pretty rapidly. Let's see what he can do here. Come on. Come on. No.
Oh, he's going to
put down. He's got 30 seconds. I actually think he can do this last gate.
He could get 40 points.
The way he's riding, the way I've seen him ride in other competitions, it feels like he's kind of almost... Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Little front hop correction.
Look at that move.
That was way harder than the move he put his foot down.
Yeah. That was huge. And then out the end gate. Fans, out the end gate in time, he's still got 40. That's actually incredible.
8 seconds to spare as well.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Considering that was, in quotes, not a great run for Julian. 40 points, that's still very impressive. Couple of little mistakes.
No, I think he would have been on.
This mistake here, look, his back tyre slipped.
Oh, see, that was silly.
This one here, great view there. How high that is, absolutely massive. So much power, and those pedal ups to front, he's just got the ultimate technique. Very impressive. And then no hanging around, he just rode round and just pedaled up that last move.
There's Vera in the background.
She's smiling her brother. Now.
Yeah,
second in the Women Elite earlier on.
Hello Vera, right. Egging her brother on now.
Yeah, here we go. So, Danny, section 4. Let's see what he can do. World number 2 last year. He's going to be fighting hard now. He's a little bit of the underdog. I think he's lost his concentration. Like he sort of lost his focus a little bit. Not quite the animal that I've seen riding recently at competitions. Here we go.
Also slipping there, like Julian is very slippery.
Do you know what? It actually looks like these guys are running pretty hard tyres. They look quite a bit harder than the tyre pressure I was running yesterday. And maybe they just haven't adjusted the tyre pressure properly, because they're really slipping quite a lot. We saw the 20s doing it quite nicely and really controlling tyres. It's a very big thing. It's going at a bit of a strange angle there, but very nicely done. Look at that.
That was very nice. Much harder to land 2 wheels on like that. The other guy's just, jumping straight over.
Throwing the weight over. Yeah. That was beautiful. And, let's see. Come on. Can you get this one? Yes.
He's up.
Yeah, making really nice work of that. So he's on a good pace. Very good pace.
Gain another 20 points here if he does it in time. So 30 seconds to spare.
Yeah, he's had a little feel out of the obstacle. So by doing that, you can just jump on, not a full send kind of throw at it. There it is. That was lovely. That was really nice move there from Danny Burton. Oh, and a big... Oh! And he just didn't hang it over the front enough before he went for that switch. There's 40 points for Danny.
Yeah, he's had a really, really big fight here, Danny. That was his best result through these sections here, because he's been fighting so hard. You can see there chatting to a legendary Benito Ross on the sidelines, but look at that.
Yeah, Benito Ross is 8 times elite world champion.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. And then there, very nearly got it. He just needs to hang the weight over the front a little bit more, but maybe his weight just wasn't quite there. Yeah. Little ride there. Let's see what Mr. Jack Carthy can do. Now, I spoke to Charlotte earlier on, his partner, and his son Miles. He's actually 5 years old already. And they're here watching and supporting him, of course. It's quite nice that in the UK, next year it'll be in Abu Dhabi, the World Championships. So nice for them to be able to come and support Jack. And I asked Charlotte earlier if he's going to win. She said yes, so...
Well, let's find out.
We can all relax now.
Hey, up to the back wheel there, actually. Not everyone's done it quite like that.
No messing around. Come on, Jack.
He's going to be comfortable with this one here.
Should be.
Doing it static.
Do you know what? You can't take anything for granted. A lot of these guys are wiping out and losing points Not necessarily on the moves, but everything in between.
Look at that. So controlled. He's
like
looking good. So
completely different move to everyone else.
a little bit more time than the others. He's got 10 seconds more than most that have been here.
Here we go. 8 points. Doing well on time. Got to be really accurate on that.
Just floated.
So good, yeah. So good. I did that move yesterday 3 times. It's not as easy as he made it look.
Doesn't look very fun.
Yeah. It was a tricky one. It is a tricky one. Here we go, 40 points. He's only halfway through his time. 2 more gates to go. This is going to be difficult. So 1.5 rotations on the pedals. Wow.
Lovely spot.
Wow. Straight to back wheel. Just pulling sharply back on the front wheel. Now, this big move, can he get it? Is he going to be the first person to get 60 on this section? Oh, he nearly overshot his front wheel.
No.
He jumped that high. That bar is well over the height of my shoulder. It's absolutely huge, isn't it?
I can't believe he just did it like it was a curb.
Yeah, this is some phenomenal riding we're seeing here. Oh, he's got 10 seconds. Come on, Jack. Get the 60 points.
Come on.
Oh, they're saying they've given him a 5 for it.
Let's have a look here. Jack's going to be asking why. He's sort of
like, hang on.
back, yeah, blowing some raspberries here, but look, it's all right, mate. Just move forward.
Yeah, let's just see where that puts Jack in the standings now. That'll put him in second. Well. Oliver Widman is 1 section away from being a world elite champion. I'm trying to think. I don't think we've had ever a German elite 26-inch champion. We had Marco Hosel in the 20-inch many years ago. That's a bit of an interesting one. I don't know if his front wheel really was out, but you know that's up to the judges.
Yeah, I get it. It's a tough call. It's a tough job.
Very tough call. I would not want to be that.
No way.
Oh, thank you. Keep me in the commentary box or on my bike. But yeah. So here we go. So Jack is actually behind by 10 points so far, and Oliver Widman is leading the World Championship into the last section. This is literally the most incredible moment. And I've trained a hell of a lot, well, with everyone really, but I've spent a lot of time with Ollie, and I see him put in all the effort and the stresses and strains, and him getting third last year was absolutely incredible. And he is on course to not only finish on the podium, but potentially win a gold medal.
See, Oliver's the second youngest as well, born in 2001.
I can't believe he's 22 years old. Unbelievable. 15 years younger than Vincent.
Incredible. So Marty's going to start us off with section number 5, the Rock and Reels.
Here we go. Let's see how Marty currently sitting in third place, so if he has a good ride, I think he's actually in a very comfortable third place. He's got 30-point lead ahead of Julian. So plays his cards right, he's going to be up on the podium. And Danny Baron, who was second in the World Championships last year, tied points with Jack Carthy, is actually going to finish 6th place. So not quite what he was looking for. Come on, Marty. Just needs to keep his concentration together. I think he's going to go for this gap. I reckon he is.
Go on, Marty. Come on, it's still on.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
And it's safe, because will this be his first podium in the World Championships?
I believe it will be in the World Championship. I think he was on the podium a couple of times in the World Cups, but not in the World Championship. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, he's going to want to do well here.
I would say getting 30 points now, as he's done. Yeah, he's guaranteed third place. He's guaranteed third place. It's whether he's first, second, or third now. So the next 40 seconds will, well, the next few minutes really.
Look at the wheel barely fitting inside there, look.
Yeah, this is between 20 and 26. There's really not a lot of room. Got to do this big move to the hook. Oh, he's landed that perfectly. The 26-inch bike, I do actually think fits a little bit better than the 20-inch on that.
Just look at that. Handlebars right to his crotch there, like so difficult to manoeuvre.
Come on, Marty. Come on, he's got to really pull back on those bars. Stop the bike from twisting left and right. There it is. There it is.
Great work.
Oh my God. 40 points. Can he get the 50? Can he get the 50? That's it. He jumps up into first place for the time being. Here we go. He's got one, and that's time at the bar.
We haven't seen anyone get that gate yet.
No, not yet.
When we went there this morning, I thought, God, I would not want to be rolling at that.
Now, yes, well done, Marty. Takes his applause very, very well.
Very happy chap.
Yeah, that is a podium position for Marty Vieira, I think. Oh no, let's have a look. Just going to update the scores on our board here. So yeah, 180 points. He's 70 points ahead of Julian and Vincent. So they can't make the podium now. So he will be guaranteed at least third place, at least. Now, the interesting thing is here, I know that move on gate number 4, Jack did that in the semi-finals yesterday, instead of going round to the right-hand side. So we had a bit more of an open gate. We didn't have to go through to the hook, but Jack actually just did that anyway.
Out of choice.
Out of choice, yeah. And so he's done it. He knows he can do it. So I would say that's a solid 40 points on this section. So it's really going to be up to these guys to get as many points as they can and keep pushing him. Vincent fighting for decision whether he's going to be 4th or 5th, I believe, at the moment. Danny trailing just by 20 points. Top 3 riders here really pushing the boat out. And also, Oliver Widman will be guaranteed a point on the podium already as well. Will either be first. Right foot really, really high so it doesn't touch the rock. Touch anything but your tyres. You're going to be penalised for it. Slightly different way, just going through the cable rail rather than going over the rock. Now, will he go for the gap?
You really want to see it. I mean, if he's got not much to lose, just come on. Go on, Vince.
Up on the back tyre. There he is. Yeah! Well done, Vincent. Only rider to do the gap so far.
Fantastic work, Vincent, there. That's what the crowd wanted to see, and that was really, really, really big gap. You can see he's going to attack this gap to hook, which is never really used to be a thing. It's quite a recent move.
Yeah, and it's a difficult setup for it as well. So he's going to have to go, if you see it here on the back wheel, on the edge. That's it. Now, landing, he's also got to make sure that his right foot there, his toes are just back off that. This is a very awkward move. Not a lot of space for the front wheel. Just pulling on the handlebars, working the lats hard, pulling really hard through the posterior chain here. There it is. Nice. Pulling that front wheel right over the other side. Not a lot of space. What a shot that is. What a shot. 10 seconds left.
He's just
not going to go for the last gate. That's 40 points.
Well done, Vincent. That's fantastic. I mean, listen, he's been doing it for so long. This is probably even more impressive that he's still riding these competitions at the age that he is now, and all of that.
39 years young, mate.
It's so impressive.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure he's going to give a big pat on the back there. There with the top boys.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. A lot of people kind of look at that gap. Look at it. Look at that. Fantastic. Right on the edge, on the back wheel. Look at this. Big compression kick off there. And you can see that tiny little ledge that the back wheel just about lands on. And just imagine how hard it is to pull from that position, pull up to 2 wheels on that move.
So hard as well. Fitting their big bike onto that small cotton reel just looks so scary.
Absolutely. Interestingly, the geometry for bikes has gone from long to short recently. Everyone kind of went longer and longer and longer, and now they're going shorter and shorter and shorter because the bikes can fit into these kind of awkward obstacles. So here we go. Oliver, as soon as he gets 10 points, he will jump up to first place, I believe. Yeah. There we go. So, a bit of pressure on Ollie. Keep his head together. Like I said, he is good at keeping his head together. He's up into first place. Can you believe it? This is couldn't be prouder of Ollie if I tried. This is amazing.
As well.
Definitely a different technique. So again, now opting to go towards his backside, as we say. So going
still got his whole riding career. Only 22 years old, and right now,
there we go. He's got another He's still in the lead. Ollie having the ride of his life. I can't believe it. This is fantastic. At the moment, he is looking at being a world elite champion, the first German to do it in the 26-inch category.
I'm surprised he didn't go for the gap there, actually. I've seen him do some pretty big gaps, but it's all right, playing it safe here because he knows he's got a chance.
Yeah, 50 seconds left. If he can get 40 points, 40, 50 points, good, even 60 points. Here we go. Come on, Ollie.
Gap into hook here as well. This is really impressive. He'll be comfortable with this. Just composing himself.
Incredibly tense moment.
I know. My back's hurting. Tensing up so much.
Here we go. Big gap to the hook. That's it. Keeping his foot back. Come on, Oliver. A lot of people shouting out. Gets all of the Germans in the audience going crazy. Everybody wants him to do really well. Come on. There it is. Yeah. There it is. Woo! Yes. Oh my God.
Nice.
No, come on. 40 points. 40 points for Oliver Widman. Incredible. From Oliver Widman. He is going to be guaranteed second place, maybe world champion. Just Jack Carthy can stop him now. Oh, still got a tense moment.
Oh my goodness. What a day. What a day so far. There's still 3 riders to go.
Incredible day. Oh, this has literally been the best finals ever. It's just absolutely fantastic. Even the weather has just played such a massive role in this. And again, huge shout out to the camera crew for really getting these incredible angles. Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that. The back tire just fighting for every ounce of grip there. And that is incredible performance by Oliver Widman. He's going to be second or first in the world. Amazing. So Julian, he got 60 points here. He would jump up into 4th place. Arguably would get 3rd place before Jack starts. Here we go, straight through. First 10 points.
See there, some of it's dried up a little bit too, I think. You've seen the top of the...
You haven't seen anybody else approach it like that. No. So pedal up to back wheel and then just controlling up the back tyre, throwing the front wheel over. That was a pretty cool approach to it. The sky in the background here is actually looking incredibly dark.
So they can hold out just for the last few riders now, hopefully. He's gone for the gap. Fantastic work from Julian there. Wonderful, wonderful work.
I have to say, doing the other gap earlier on in the concrete jungle section, like, fair play to him for going for that gap. It is a huge gap to do in the middle of a competition when it means so much in the points. Here we go. Come on, Julian.
Oh, he's only have to turn to compose his... balance is getting affected.
Look at that, fighting. As soon as your balance is gone, very hard to bring it back. Oh, look, just that position is just awful. You can see the handlebars so far back. Whoa, whoa, he nearly lost the front wheel.
What a save.
Switches and just dives straight through. Oh, and falls and puts his foot down, which means he can't get the points for the next gate. But he has got 40 points. So he's going to keep on fighting. Can he get this? We haven't seen anybody do this move yet. Very close.
So tough. Look at that. Just look how thin that is. Just, you see that tiny, those gates. It's the width of his tyre.
It is absolutely incredible.
So that'll give him 150 points now. Neck on it with Vincent there for 4th or 5th, but I think that might bottle down to the semi-final results. So still 2 riders to go. Danny Baron, who's had a really tough ride, but here's Julian's save here. So 2 wheels and then just nearly lost the front wheel. Left foot out.
What a hold.
That was a battle.
And then gap straight over the rock. Look at this. To be in this position, throw to the back tyre and just chuck it all the way to the floor. Like a 3.5 metre drop. These terrible conditions.
Great ride, Julian, man.
Julian
really
just jumping up there, yeah, into 4th place. So Vincent will be 5th. And here we go. Danny Burton qualified in 2nd place, 2nd in the World Championships last year. See what he can do in this section. I think Danny's going to want to prove that he can do 60 points in this section. He's got absolutely nothing to lose, so he can just push really hard, try whatever he likes.
Yeah. And probably have a lot of fun with it, because that's what I noticed from Danny. He's a really happy chap, really enjoys the riding, and he's just an all-round great guy. So I know here he's going to make sure he has a lot of fun.
Yeah. Got 60 points. He would jump up into 4th place because he would have a 60 and none of the others do. So actually, he might as well just go for it now and just really try and motor through. He's going to go for this gap.
Go on, Danny.
There it is.
Oh, look at that.
Yes. I'll tell you what, if you want to see a big gap, check out the Shin Dig Media Instagram. Show you some big street gaps from Glasgow last night on the street ride. Thanks to everyone that turned up for the street ride last night. Competition riders, trials riders. We had Danny McCaskill, the legend himself from Scotland. Probably the most famous, probably bike rider in the world now. And here we go. Oh, Danny just slipping off.
He didn't quite get enough of the front wheel over.
No.
So he's going to try and get off safely here, which is more important.
Ooh. Holding on the back wheel on that rock.
So scary. Now, I really want to see, he's going to prove now, just to see.
Look at this, he's got 40 seconds.
I know, and no one's done this yet.
No.
So
that is rapid.
Let's see.
Rapid riding.
Go on, Danny. Come on, get through this. Oh, lovely first attempt there, a little roll.
Yeah. If there was like a little notch for the front tyre that you could just grip onto, it would be fantastic. Oh, so close.
You know what? Fantastic effort. He's just asking, did he get through the gate? But I think because it went over the road, a bit unfortunate. Still smiling.
Not sure. He's saying 40. He was over saying 40 there, so he did get 40 points. Oh,
yeah, he did. No one.
His rear axle must have just gone through the edge of that. But he lost the points for the 4th gate, but got the points for the 5th gate. So Danny Burton will finish 6th in the world. It's now down to Jack Carthy. He will be riding for the decision of the podium. Let's work this out. Jack Carthy is going to need how many points? So Jack is at the moment guaranteed 3rd place on 160. If he gets 50...
Needs 50.
He needs 50. Nobody's got 50. We've only had 40s. The pressure is unreal. Oh, strap yourselves in, guys. Here we go. Jack. The rain has just started as well. Everything against him. Can he bring it back? We are tense here. Oh, good. I don't even know what to do. So he's got to move quickly, fluidly, and not make a mistake. Come on, Jack. Do not let us down. Here we go.
Nice flow so far.
Come on. So up to back wheel. Turn him round. This is a tricky one. Very difficult for a left. Perfect positions with the tyres. Can he get this? Going for a slightly different approach. Going up onto the rock here. He's trying to chill out. Trying to keep relaxed. That's it. He's up to 2nd place on the back wheels. Decided to drop down. 1 minute 15. His facial expression has changed here.
So far, the top boys
very serious.
You know, so we'll see. He took a much safer option.
Yeah. Come on, Jack.
So he's going to need...
He's under quite a lot of pressure here. He's got 1 minute to earn 20 points. He has to clean this gate. Just imagine that kind of pressure on your shoulders. Come on, Jack, you got this. You got this. So like I said, he did this in the semi-finals. He's done it a couple of times. He knows he can do it. He's good on this move. Get the bike ready. Throws it up, back wheel, back wheel. Look at that. Come on, Jack. Now he's got to get this impossible gate. He's got 30 seconds.
Goodness me.
Ooh, what's happening? I can't watch. Oh my God, 20 seconds. He's got to do the impossible gate. Now if he can do what Danny Baron did and just get the wheels. He's done it!
He's done it!
He's done it! He's got the 50 points! He's got the big 10 seconds left. Jack Carthy is world champion under all of that pressure. Oh my God. What a moment. What a moment. Oliver Widman, just the closest second place. Again, another year the same points.
He's there.
Oh, look at this.
Bike. He's
unbelievable. Look at this. He can't contain himself. He's absolutely loving it. That is absolutely amazing. Oliver Widman must be gutted, but equally incredibly proud moment for Oliver Widman. Second place in the World Championships. Jack Carthy is the now 6 times UCI Trials World Champion. What a moment in the rain in Scotland. The greatest 26-inch rider in terms of gold medals ever.
Just wow. I think we're going to hear from Jack in a very,
I don't even know
very quickly
what to say.
So, I think we're going to hear a few words from Jack himself, who's absolutely buzzing.
In second in first place, UCI.
España, Alejandro Montalvo Milla.
The gifts will be presented by Leah DeVos, World Bicycle Relief, official global charity partner of 2023.
DeVos, World Bicycle Relief, partenaire caritatif mondial officiel des championnats du monde de cyclisme UCI 2023.
Second place and winner of the silver. In first place, UCI World Champion Ticket Watch will be presented by Jose Manuel Peleas, UCI.
Ah, you